Hey, Mark King here. And this is like an older article. No, I don't really use Vice. Only reason I heard about Vice because of Gavin McGinnis. I used to be a big fan of Gavin McGinnis, and YouTube banned him, and he's on censored or something along those lines, or Blaze. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's continue. Jim Bros more likely to be right wing a hole. Sans confirms again. This is not a real publication. Okay, whatever this is isn't real. Okay, they're probably full of a team of diversity officers or a diversity team. When you see those things, it's not real. It should never be respected. Okay. All right. So no time to worry about socioeconomic inequality. Again, this is an older article from back in May. This is from the Broadly staff, whoever that is. I'm not too familiar with it, to be honest. But let's continue. Let's see. Okay, here's the thing, right? Women want. Okay, so you heard the stats. Women want dad bodies, but also, okay, how do I say this properly? Realistically, men want like a rounder figure, which means all you have to do is eat, right? In terms of a partner, female partner, while women kind of ideal, just talking about ideal, probably want something like this. Statistically, that's what they want. So what's the more attainable? What's easy to attain? Eating 3,000 calories a day, or eating less than 1,000 calories and working out for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, to all you gym bro haters amongst us, come. That's wow. Come be seated. This one's for you. Science, objective, empirical, tested science. The science that tells us the ice caps are melting has confirmed that many of us have long suspected. Gym bros. Okay, so this is probably pushing a commie agenda here. This just the way this starts out. You should always aim for an ideal, right? Because even if you fall short, you'll still be better off than just being sedentary, essentially, right? So always, I always think, always kind of aim for the. It's wrong to say, but aim for the unattainable sometimes, right? Aim high, it's okay. If you fall short, it's better than not trying at all. Okay, that's the key, right? At least that's my logic how I look at things. Okay, all right. Aim high. You will always be disappointed when you aim high. It's okay, but you'll always accomplish more than not aiming at all. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, new communist research from Brunel University finds that physically strong men who are regularly go to the gym are more likely to be right wing again because they're meat eaters. They tend to be higher testosterone. They tend to look better. Okay, not just. Okay, they also tend to have. Okay, so let's continue. I won't say what I was going to say, and support social economic equality than weaker men. This explains a lot, like power handshake. Again, women want this. Okay, they want a strong masculine man. Okay, they want a cocky guy. It's okay to be cocky. Okay, all right. I'm far from cocky. I'm actually a little too timid. Okay, in like reality, in real life, off of YouTube, off of Twitter, off of BitChute, off of social media, I'm pretty timid person. Just I kind of roll with the punches. I kind of like one of the criticisms I've had as a teacher is, and these are real criticisms. This is not just me like saying these things. I've been criticized and been kind of like pull aside slightly, saying you're too much of a nice guy, and I'm like, my logic is, what real problems are there in the world? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say is I'm not poor. Okay, I'm okay. I'm not rich. I'm far from rich. I'm close to being poor, but I'm not. I'm not struggling with that stuff. You know, I hold myself well. I dress okay. I put myself together. You know, I'm not disgusting to look at. Of a 10, I'm probably like an 8. You know, maybe a week 9 for on my good days. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, why wouldn't that be nice? You know, I've no real issues with the world. You know. Besides disliking communists and feminists, is like what issues is there? You know, people have sometimes to look at it through that lens. At least that's my belief system. A research team led by Dr. Michael Price assessed 171 men. It's a very small sample. That's not really anyway. Age 18 to 40, collecting data on the height, weight, waist size, hand grip, masculinity, scanning the bodies. They also analyzed their political and social views and supported the redistribution of wealth, or believe that some social group have dominance over others. Participants were surveyed on how they went to the gym, personal wealth. Additionally, men were categorized according to the facial attractiveness. Again, if you ever go to where Republicans are, in general, they're a lot better looking. They're a lot more physically fit. Again, it's quite fascinating. The people who are physically fit and good looking tend to be people on the right, Republicans, people who believe in marriage, believe in like doing things traditional way. Yeah, think about that. It's very fascinating. Basically, again, this is why I view conservatism as the right path. It lines up with it lines up with everything. It lines up with nature. You can say it lines up with evolution. Lines up with the Bible. It lines up with religion. It lines up with history. Okay. Conservatism always leads to a greater society. Liberalism never survives. It always ends in a destruction of a civilization, okay? Always. History is 100 for 100 on these things. I've always been interested in evolution of human morality, Price tells broadly. Over the years, I recognized that there's strong correlation in male body size, shape, and moral and political attitudes. I was finding them in females, so I wanted to do a large. This is quite interesting. He wasn't finding them in females. Again, a lot of these things, like when we talk about even stats, you have to know there's the agenda being pushed. Okay. So this will. Even though I love stats, I'm always worried about an agenda being pushed. Okay. Anyway, muscular men tend to support militarism and war, blah blah blah. In the past, significant correlation between men who are physically formidable and those who believe social groups dominate social groups, blah blah blah. Price's findings that the rich muscular dudes are the worst. Under those rock-eyed Arabs lie hard souls of men who don't believe in spreading their riches. Who don't believe in spreading their riches around. It's basically your tolerance. So masculine men tend to probably be able to survive by themselves, so they see no need for communism. While these soft-looking men, they side with communism. They think it probably again because okay, women are natural communists because they want free stuff. So I'm assuming these unmasculine men, these skinny beta soy men, whatever you want to call them, it's their way to think they can get the poon. Okay, you ever seen the studies like even feminists want to be dominated by masculine men? I mean, all this stuff is just nonsense. Okay, fascinatingly, the longer men spent at the gym, the more likely they were to have less egalitarian socioeconomic beliefs. But is the gym turning men into entitled, unempathetic jerks? Or are they the gym because they were born that way? It's the real check. Okay, nonsense. Let's see. Positive feedback loop. Okay, pleasing. It seems women are exempt from the general rule. Women's physical attractiveness and formability isn't related to their egalitarianism. Price confirms. In short, keep lifting that weight, sister, because pumping iron has a little effect on how you want to. Okay, so what you're saying that women? Okay, so women keep in shape. Okay, let's pretend, right? Women keep in shape to attract the best male they can, because with a woman it's all about the looks and they know it, right? Said men, it's usually about the brain, and those who can combine the brains with the looks get the best pick of the litter. Okay. Anyway, this is a nonsensical article by Vice, which is a it's a, how do I say it? It's a poop out site. This is actually written really well. I gotta say, actually, okay. So the structure's well done. A little wordy in a lot of these paragraphs. Um, Magazines, if this is a magazine, it tends to be like this, so it's kind of acceptable. It was very poor editing though, because there were a bunch of errors there that's very odd. Grammatical errors. Maybe they were using quotes and I just missed it with my eyes. Anyway, this is garbage. Don't believe this stuff. Workout, raise your testosterone. It makes you feel better. You look better. When you look better, you feel better. When you feel better, you tend to buy excessive things, but like, you tend to buy clothes that attracts the eye. If that makes sense, okay? Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed. I find this is really fun article to read. It's just I'm getting tired of the whole burning, looting, killing, murdering stuff. Oh, should censor that. Bye. Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up.